Today we got a micro brand from my favorite country, Japan. They're called Karl Leimon.
It's pronounced Leimon.
Okay. This brand reached out to us over a year ago, and the watch wasn't for us. We knew you guys wouldn't like it. It kind of looked like a China alley brand especially with the name, it was just giving red flags. Now, this all-new watch is a complete 180. When I saw it, I was like, whoa, that looks good. Check the sizing. All right, now I'm interested. So now you're asking the big question, is it any good? And I don't know. We're gonna have to dive in and find out right now. Introducing the all-new Karl Leimon Classic Field Watch. And right off the bat, if you look closely, you'll notice something interesting about these two watches I have with me today. Have you spotted it yet? That's right, they feature two different dial styles. One has printed Breguet numerals, while the other has applied hour markers with Arabics at 12, 3, 6, and 9. Which one are you guys gravitating towards? I think the printed dial is more classic, while the applied version gives off a sportier vibe. The classic comes in 3 color options, the black and blue, which we have, and a third one, olive green. Best of all, you can choose either dial style, printed Breguet numerals, or applied markers, regardless of the color you select. I love that Karl Leimon offers these options, and I hope more brands follow their example. Typically, you'd only get one dial option at launch, and if you're late to the party and they update that dial, but you prefer the old dial, you're out of luck. Here, you're getting both Mark 1 and Mark II dials right from the start, and more option is a good thing. Now let's take a look at the case. It does feature a pretty tall bezel that extends from that mid case. It has a high polished bevel and a flat circular brushed top. Moving down to the mid case, the top of the lugs are high polished. Interesting choice, while the sides have a smooth satin brushed finish. The case quality is pretty good, and perhaps due to the prominent bezel, the watch feels more like a modern field watch than a classic. This might be why I'm personally gravitating towards the applied dial version. Now let's do those dimensions. I got 38 millimeters in diameter, a secret measurement of 32, that's the sapphire, and an incredible thinness of 9.5. Wow, and I bet you can already guess the movement in this one. We also got no drilled lugs and a lug-to-lug of 46 even. Okay, so I think the dimensions are pretty perfect for a field watch, and I think it looks great on my wrist, but you guys be the judge on the faraway shots and let me know how it wears. So yes, there's 2 different dial types, and that must mean we got different lume. Let's check it out. And it's pretty obvious if you're a fan of Lume, this one's a no-brainer. The applied dial is clearly the best choice. The Lume looks to be BGW9. Maybe there's a hint of green in there. It's possible that it's Japanese Lume, but I couldn't find any information. Now this classic field watch is a great all-arounder. It can do pretty much anything, and it all starts with that flat sapphire crystal. It enhances visibility, and the cherry on top is the anti-reflective coating on the underside. Also, we have a screw-down crown that's pretty solid, which helps give the classic 100 meters of water resistance. And I like that they engraved it with their logo. Now let's have a look at the strap. This is kind of a letdown for me. Even though I love rubber straps, I love them on dive watches. For this field watch, I would have preferred a bracelet. They could have brushed the side and polished the mid-link like the Yachtmaster, and I think that would have looked killer. However, the strap does get full marks for having a fitted end link, and it's a great size coming in at 20 millimeters. But it is a lint magnet. It was really tough to clean. I gave up after half an hour, it felt like. It's got 2 keepers and overall the rubber is stiff. Now when we flip the watch over, we are greeted with a plain Jane flat case back. Nothing really to see here. Moving on. Now something I really love is the handset. We got syringe style hands that remind me of the Zen 104. And I've been dreaming of a Zen 104 dial and hands in a 556 field watch case. And that's the vibe I'm getting from this watch. We got the Karl Leimon logo, name, classic field, and automatic Japan made, all printed on the dial. The chapter ring is also printed on the edge of the dial. And at the hour positions, we have a prominent marker with Lume painted on top. So what's powering this ultra thin field watch? Well, it's the Miyota 9039, a true no date, so no ghost position, and you get that smooth 28.8 VPH hack hand wind automatic. It's got 42 hours of power reserve, and it's a robust, reliable movement. So now the big question, what's the price? Well, this one comes in at 550 USD. I think that's a pretty fair price for the Sapphire, the Miyota, and being made in Japan. However, they should improve the finishing on the inside first and foremost. It was pretty dusty in there, and for sure they should add a bracelet option. And as for the brand name, you know what? Many brands have strange names. However, this is a Japanese brand made in Japan, so I think a more traditional or obvious Japanese name would have given the brand much more appeal. But that's just my opinion, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. And guys, don't forget, there will be a link in the description to Karl Leimon if you want to pick one up. And before you jump, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.